like I've been on that freeway.
Is this California?
Is this a game that kids watch now?
I like the visuals.
Looks pretty cool. It seems like an event, a sporting event, but not sports.
So, any idea what we had you watching there?
No, I thought at first it looked like a baseball game.
It sure looked like a new artist that's on the rise.
Advertisement of the tournament?
Looked kind of like the preview to guys going to a gaming contest.
Well, this was actually a promo for competitive video gaming, also known as esports.
Oh, okay.
So, had you ever heard of this before?
No, I don't do anything with sports.
I heard of it and I seen the clips of it on a documentary.
Now we're actually going to show you some footage from one of these esports tournaments.
Okay.
In the mid lane, Senkak's not going to be able to.
Need some good eyeglasses to see what's going on.
I can't tell what's going on, really. It's kind of confusing.
There's announcing as you're playing the game.
It's like watching a football game.
The G2 era!
Everyone seems very happy. That must be the winner there.
Yeah, they got a trophy. How cute. Take that sucker to the pawn shop and get some money.
Esports has actually been around since the 70s and 80s.
You're kidding.
I don't know anyone who has ever mentioned that.
So were you aware that these tournaments existed back then?
No.
Not that long ago, no.
No, not really.
No, I had no idea. I can see it recently. It would make perfect sense now that we're so locked into our devices.
Yes, because I have children and grandchildren who went through that. We played the original Atari games.
Well, more recently, esports has become a huge deal, and there are major tournaments for types of games ranging from racing games to strategy games. So now we're going to run down a list of some of the biggest esports games to see if you've heard of some of them.
Oh, boy.
League of Legends.
League of Legends, I've heard of that, but I can't tell you anything about it.
Yeah, I heard of that one. Was this on there?
Never heard of it.
Haven't heard of it.
No. Could be about the older, like, for example, the Gladiators.
So what about Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
Never heard of it.
That sounds like some apocalypse, but I haven't.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's like a war.
Dota 2.
Haven't heard of that one.
Sounds like maybe witches or wizards.
Street Fighter 5.
Have not heard of that.
That I've heard of, but I don't know anything about it.
That I heard. My son plays that.
I've heard of that, yes. I didn't know it was all the way up to 5.
Heard of Street Fighter. I don't know about 5.
And StarCraft 2.
I've heard of those.
StarCraft 2. Maybe that would be like Star Trek or Star Wars.
So what do you think is the appeal of competitive gaming to so many people?
It's got to be that people believe that by watching it, they can get better.
Athletically, they're not going to be able to compete, but they see that there's something that they could compete in.
You can relate to what they're doing up there. You don't have to have any skills to get off the couch. I mean, it's not a great deal of athleticism.
I think the new gadget that we have a lot to do with it, you know, because you don't just sit in front of the home on a computer or the TV to play the game. You can play on your iPhone. You can take it with you anywhere.
So not only is this popular here in the US, but this is a global phenomenon. So now we're actually going to show you a clip about the fans of competitive gaming.
Oh, okay.
Either a rock concert or a major sporting event. Whoa, wow, this is serious.
We're from Ireland, Dublin.
I come from Montpellier.
You may not be able to speak their language, but you can play a game with them. That's pretty good.
Crowd goes wild. You see everything.
Well, the fans are also young people.
The atmosphere.
It's watching someone play the game well, but it's also that camaraderie, that shared spirit that you have.
As you can see, the age group, I would say between 20 to 40. I don't know if there's anybody really over 40 in that group.
They had fun. That's what's important. The one thing I noticed is lacking is little guys like me.